Alright, this is an awkward angle. Sorry, I have you tucked into something. But hi! So Pedagogy of the Oppressed. I'm going to try to make this kind of conversational because, yeah, I don't really know a good way to do it because I have a lot of annotations. But I guess starting off, I kind of wanted to talk about, I thought it was really cool that the author, I looked it up, he died in 1997. And it was really cool to see how his work has reflected into the future, which is obviously what we're in now. It was super, super cool to kind of make parallels between my own life and, like, the movements that I support and stuff and him. So, yeah. Okay. Starting off, okay, I'm rereading it right now, so the first couple pages have a lot more annotations, so just kind of ignore that. But, yeah, so I guess I'll just kind of flip through. I highlighted stuff that I thought was interesting or, like, things that stood out, and then I have, like, marginal notes here and there. Sometimes I would use, like, note cards if I was at work or something, and I would just shove them in. So I have a few of those throughout, too. Yeah, and then I also have, I don't know where it is right now, but I have a list of vocab words that I made, too, because there's a lot of words that I didn't know I figured out. But I guess I'll kind of just talk about some of my favorite parts of it. Chapter 2 is definitely my favorite. I think Chapter 1 or Chapter 2. I like Chapter 1 because it kind of set the dynamic for the entire book, and it was really interesting to see things that I believe and things that I agreed with that he was saying, and kind of making comparisons to things like that. Like, I also think that humanity is something that humans naturally strive for, and it's kind of like the end goal. But I'm also a really empathetic person, so it's really interesting to me that somebody else might read this book and not think that, and, like, look at it as more as an opinion. Well, I look at it as an opinion, but I just thought it was really cool how many similarities and beliefs that we had. Breath. Yeah, okay. So, what else can I talk about at Chapter 1? Oh, I really loved, they were talking about how important it is to amplify. Page 1, I wrote a note on it. They're talking about how important it is to amplify the oppressed's voice instead of working to be your own hero. And I thought that was really interesting, especially in relation to Black Lives Matter, because that's something that, you know, I'm really passionate about. I thought it was really, really cool because it sounds dumb, but there was this trend on TikTok going around for a long time. And it was like, it would be a black woman or a black man, and they would have the fist, and they would be there. And then somebody else would duet it, which means the screen is, like, split, and they would put their hands up with it. And it was really cool. It was really powerful because it was like they were supporting them. They weren't trying to, like, use their white privilege or, like, their, you know, they weren't trying to overpower them or change their message. And I thought it was really cool that they talked about that in this book because, I don't know, I didn't know that was an actual theory or concept that people really talked about. So, yeah. And then, sorry, I just sat down and I knocked my whole desk. Chapter 2. I really liked Chapter 2, actually, because my sister was studying to be a teacher for a really long time, and she was really passionate about it, and she was always talking to me about, you know, this sort of thing, how important it is, the banking, what's it called, banking, you know what I'm talking about. It's really, really cool to me to see how important I don't know, I've been really, really grateful, okay, let me just say this. I've been really grateful to have really great teachers that kind of go over, they don't want to just give you the information. They don't automatically think they're right. They're very, like, accepting of your ideas. And specifically, I'm thinking about this English teacher I had in high school. She was really great. We did a lot of Socratic seminars and stuff like that, and she was always so accepting of everyone's ideas, and she acknowledged that she could, like, learn from us too. And that was, like, it really helped me, like, get outside of the box that high school kind of put me in and, like, open my perception and perspective to new ideas. So I think that's really, really important in teaching. Chapter 3. Okay, Chapter 3 and 4 were a little bit more difficult for me. I'm hoping that the next time I read through them, I can understand a little bit more. I understood them, but I don't feel like I fully digested everything in them that I could have. I did think they had some really, really great ideas, though. I'm not sure if I liked all the comparisons that they made. Like, they talked a lot. I feel like he drew a lot of comparisons to animals and stuff like that. And I don't know, in my belief, humans are animals. So I don't know if that makes sense. But, yeah, I'm hoping when I'm doing the paragraph by paragraph thing with that guy right now. So hopefully that'll kind of break it down a little bit more for me. But mostly throughout here, I just had, like, let's let's see. Yeah, I don't know, just ideas from my paper, and let's see here. I thought the concept of manipulation was really important and cool. Like, I'm gonna close my book because I'm just playing with it at this point, but I saw this video one time. It was these people sitting in a cave, and behind them, people were casting shadows on a wall, but they couldn't see who was casting in the shadows. That's all they knew. And then, like, behind the people casting the shadows, something else was happening. And it was like this whole, like, I don't want to say assembly line, but it was almost like this line of people that were just believing in their own reality. And I think that's something that Fourier, I think that's how you say his name, really captured, and like it was kind of a theme throughout his work. And I don't know, it was really cool to see that versus what I see in media a lot, and like what I've kind of thought about put into like literary educational piece of writing that's so important. I don't know, it was like, I don't know, yeah, it just magnified what I think, and it kind of reinforced that other people feel the same things, because sometimes I think I'm the only one. So yeah, it was really, really good. I'm going to reread it slower this time, probably a lot slower, and hopefully get a little bit more. And yeah, I'm at 6 minutes, but yeah, sorry again about the angle and kind of the messiness. I guess I'll do a final flip through so you can just see all my annotations. Yeah, it's just kind of marginal notes, highlighting, note cards, things like that. Thanks, bye.